looks like it takes several hours before the recording is available. So I won't know for sure until, later on. But I think
Okay.
it will record all of us.
So this layout has the chat in it, and it also has a presentation down there, which I think, can we put our notes there?
There's a separate thing for notes, but it doesn't work all that great. Here, let me see if I can find the notes thing. Shoot, that messed up my layout. So there doesn't seem to be a default layout. I can what I can probably do. I think I can set up the layout any way I want, and then I can push the layout out to people who are participating. So I could do something like this. There's a shared notes now should be showing in the bottom right, but the shared notes feature doesn't work great. I've played with it a little bit. It's not like slick like Etherpad. It doesn't do, for example, URLs. I think it does not automatically create links for them. So let me paste that in. Right. So I put a link in there, and it doesn't actually do the linking for you like Etherpad does, and it doesn't do the different colors, different people contributing like Etherpad. So it's a very, very bare bones notes. It's a good start, but
can teach tech writers.
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, it's not a bad article. I'm following this woman on Twitter who works for Red Hat, and yeah, because I keep thinking I need to write more, and so I was reading her article about best practices for writing and blogging and stuff like that. And she was doing apparently Stephen King did write a book about not for tech writers, but he wrote a book about writing, which makes a lot of sense. And so she's taking some of the concepts that he presented about writing and saying these concepts also apply to good tech writing.
Okay, all right, we're getting a tangential.
You think?
Yeah. I think Tricia should keep us back. I mean, if you're on this call, so Tricia and I are on target, then you better get with it. Get with the
Here goes another one. There's tangents all over the place.
So if this is a good format, they'll see our friendly faces. Did you turn your mic off, Tricia? No. Your video cam doesn't have?
I muted my phone. I had to call in because my computer audio always seems to mess up. Because I was printing something out on the printer right here, and I didn't want that to interfere with talking, and then I forgot I was muted.
Okay. So have you been talking all this time and we just didn't notice?
This whole time, yes. No. Nothing worth listening to anyway. All right. So the notes may or may not be worthwhile, but I love that you can control the layout, Neil, and I like this a lot. And
I do too.
Yeah.
Makes me want to put Sean right in this lower right-hand corner.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then then I can look like, let's see.
I could ping him and see if he's available to join us.
There.
You want me to ping him and see if he's
look at Tricia.
All right, here's a story.
I'm pointing at Laura.
Hey, Laura. Hey, it's Laura up there. Yeah, do you want me to?
Hi, down there.
All right. Hi.
Pat,
that would be funny. All right.
Pat.
Scratch, I want a belly rub now. Should I check with Sean and see if he wants to join us?
You can ping him. I mean, I think the point he was making is if we're going to do a report from sakaicamp, everybody should be part of it, I guess. I'm not sure how we can prioritize the content and make it contained and capsuled short chunks of what really happened. I mean, we can't go over 2.5 days, but based on the Google Doc, we can hit some highlights.
Right. I think that's the challenge, is if we do it too freeform, it could really get a little messy, and we probably want to keep it within, probably, I'm guessing we'd want to keep it to around 30 minutes and do questions, Q&A,
Yeah.
you know, rather than spending, and we could easily spend an hour talking about it with no problem. And I don't think that's the right approach, though. And also, I was thinking we should share the notes. Excuse me. You know, like, is there any reason we can't share the notes out and people can look at the notes and they can ask questions? I'm gonna mute myself because I'm about to cough.
I like that. Maybe we could go over the notes right now and put asterisks or stars next to stuff we want to make sure that we call out, and then people can question us about the other stuff.
Yeah, sure. So the Sakai Camp link is, I put it in the chat, but I'll repaste it. And would it help if I shared my screen, or do you prefer the because I think if I share my screen, it'll probably overlay the webcams, I would presume, to be any use.
And so this can't go in the spot where the shared notes was.
Yeah, it could. I mean, it could go anywhere. You can move all these different areas are like little windows that can be moved around.
No,
anywhere.
I don't mean in the chat. I mean the actual content of the Google Doc, like scrolling by as we talk about it.
Oh, in the shared notes content? I don't. I mean, I don't think that'll work for a lot of reasons. So I could paste it in right now, but I'm gonna make pretty strong. It's not going to be able to do the table of contents. It's not going to be able to do links. I think we're going to lose all the formatting. I'll try it. Here, watch.
No, I don't mean that widget. I mean,
Oh, and not only that, what's that?
Isn't there another widget, the one we normally use, to show stuff in the main window that we could?
Oh, a whiteboard.
Sure. There's the whiteboard. Let me see. The whiteboard. Where's the whiteboard?
What she said.
Okay.
What he said.
Let's see. Whiteboard. Default. I have to go back to a different layout, and there's the whiteboard.
My layout hasn't changed yet.
Right. No, I'm still moving things around. Then I'll push the layout out to you both.
Okay.
So it's like two-step process. You don't see it changing in real time. Let's see. Well, I have an interesting idea. So if I do that and then move that over there, needs to be adjusted a little bit more, but well, this is an interesting way to do it, actually. Let me try this. So here's the whiteboard down here at the bottom right, which now is where Sean would be.
Uh-huh. And the chat is still here.
And chat is on the left, yep, at the moment. So I didn't know, so I still don't understand your idea.
That idea is to have it's backwards, the document there. Can the Google Doc go there?
Make it like a PDF.
Oh, we'd have to upload it as a PDF with our highlight of what we want to talk about.
Right, and it might be kind of small in that format. It might be hard for people to read and follow along with that amount, I think.
Okay, you're saying it's a bad idea. I hear you loudly.
No, I think the idea is a good idea. I think the technology in Big Blue Button doesn't ideally support it, because I think it will end up being technically, I think it will be a little hard to read, and I don't think it'll be, unless we tried using a different technology, like if somebody could give if we used, I don't know the capabilities of GoToMeeting and Zoom very well, so maybe a different technology, could work better, and then that would be more feasible.
I'm willing to send you all to my Zoom account.
Do you think it would work better, and you want to, we could try it?
Let's try it right now.
All right. I'm going to stop recording.
All right. I'm